Over 50 million views. You're listening to The Joe Cronin Show.
The Joe Cronin Show.
The Joe Cronin Show.
I hope you hang your mother. This country sucks! This place sucks! CNN masturbated all fucking day. Dude, I will eat your fucking asshole out and then spit it into your mouth, baby bird style. Who wants to go? Call the show. I'll fuck your ass! I wanna kill myself! If I think it sucks, I tell you!
The Joe Cronin Show.
Over 50 million views. You're listening to The Joe Cronin Show.
The Joe Cronin Show.
The Joe Cronin Show.
I hope you hang your mother. This country sucks! This place sucks! CNN masturbated all fucking day. Dude, I will eat your fucking asshole out and then spit it into your mouth, baby bird style. Who wants to go? Call the show. I'll fuck your ass! I wanna kill myself! If I think it sucks, I tell you!
The Joe Cronin Show.
Wow. I got to apologize, man. That fucking show, dude. That fucking show put me to sleep legit. I mean, listen, I've been sick, so that could be the reason. And maybe it's killing my soul, too. I'm not really sure exactly what's going on here tonight. But, I do know that this show has put Joe Cronin into coma land. And I've lost my voice quite a bit. And that's mostly because of the sickness that I have. Because I did talk to my neighbor earlier, and apparently this is what happens right as the cold ends. You lose your voice, which is weird. So, it is what it is. There's a hockey game tonight. And fucking whatever. What's up, Jake?
You sound as good as I feel.
Yeah, man. It's weird because I feel a lot better.
That's good.
But not really, because this fucking shit is just jacked me up.
It takes a while to get rid of. That's for sure. But this Raw did not help anybody. This was a fucking disaster. They started out decent too. They had a total MacGuffin, get out of jail free card planned. They could do whatever they wanted. Anytime they screwed up, they have a way to book themselves out of it. And then they give you the same old shit. They bring new people and they put the old people together.
Well, like, it was like McMahon was acting all spastic and crazy, and I almost wonder, I saw some people saying that, like, this is the beginnings of him going crazy or something, like, and this is part of the storyline, because he was like, I'm just the best or whatever, and some people saw that as him, like, kind of joking around at the crowd or whatever, and then other people, like, literally said, like, no, this is part of the story that they'll have where, obviously he goes crazy and somebody has to take over.
Yeah. I don't even know if that's the case, maybe. Or they could just be having him say that he's a genius that knows what he's doing the whole time. He couldn't even get it right. He's like, we're having the superstars from SmackDown go to Raw and SmackDown go to SmackDown. He's all fucked up.
He's a mess, man.
The show was a mess, though, and it didn't have to be. It really didn't. They had things that could have easily, benefited from them doing this. You're pulling people from the other show. Utilize that. Don't put AJ and Seth together then.
Yeah.
You killed everything you worked towards gaining in that first 20 minutes. It's weird because you got Roman in the ring with Vince. We've gotten no punishment for Roman at all whatsoever. Excuse me.
What was the Roman story? Like, I didn't get it.
Well, Roman said that he had unfinished business, I believe, that he wanted to come to Raw for. That's why he was showing up. And I don't know what that pertained to because he didn't, he said, I have some business on Raw. I'll see you all Monday. I don't know what that was, though, because he already beat Drew McIntyre at Mania, and then he went to SmackDown.
He made it seem like he was specifically there for something.
But that's what he said. He was going to Raw to take care of something. He said, have my music ready. I'll be kicking things off. So he comes out after Vince, and then Daniel Bryan returns, and it escalates from there with McIntyre and everybody. But, all right, you want to give us Mania rematches, fine. But he didn't come here to attack Drew. He didn't say why he came over. So that was ridiculous. Plus, he's in the ring with Vince. He beat the shit out of Vince. He punched him in the face and knocked him out last time.
Yeah.
They were in the ring together. There's no punishment for Roman. They're talking face-to-face. Vince isn't, like, afraid to be near him or not asserting dominance. The whole thing just makes no sense. But even if you forget about all of that shit, they said they're going to add a shakeup where you can bring stars in from SmackDown to Raw and vice versa.
Oh, yeah,
all right, that saves them in case they have problems going forward. You can't book somebody or somebody gets injured, that you can just fill spaces.
It's like you already do that without calling it something.
Now they just have a name for it.
Yeah, they're so retarded. Like, you do
now, anytime anybody like us says, "Oh, you can't bring somebody in from Raw or SmackDown," they say, yes, we can. We have a wild card. So now the draft really means nothing.
Dude,
and they had most of the SmackDown roster there tonight. But yet, even with that, we still got the same shit.
Thank God for the Bruins game, man. I was watching the Bruins game. I was like, yes, this makes sense. And I watched Raw, and I wanted to stab myself.
There were just so many inconsistencies. There was no... match or qualification to get into the Money in the Bank match. You just got put into it. You didn't have to fight. You didn't have to compete. You didn't have to even ask. You just got put into the Money in the Bank match. But then we had to see Ricochet defend his Money in the Bank, shot against Robert Roode. I know you're trying to add a little story to it, but it just, things like that make no sense. That's the problem. And then from there, everything they did tonight was just messed up. It was reiterated garbage. The Braun with the garbage truck thing with Sami Zayn was stupid. The Revival having to drag their ass on the ring with like a fucking dog with worms.
What it did? It felt again like one of those other episodes where like they were in trouble and the ratings were the worst ever, and so then they acted like spastic the next week.
Yeah,
Like,
well, this is that is because last week was the record low, so they panicked and they brought everybody they could onto the show. They brought Daniel Bryan back. They're going to give you a WWE Championship match, WrestleMania rematches. You know, we're going to give you everything you want. And
yeah,
I don't know. It was just, I did like the fact that Seth said that stuff about AJ and SmackDown, because we've been saying that for years. You know, at least Seth finally brought some attention to it, saying that SmackDown's been around for, you know, ever without AJ building it up and tearing it down. So
yeah, panicked.
At least he brought, you know, mind to that.
I used the word panicked as well, and someone in the chat just said they did too. That was the feeling I got all night, was like panic, like, oh shit, like just do shit, everybody do shit, we gotta do shit. Make this fucking show snap, let's go, let's do shit, yeah.
And what was Vince going to do in the ring if those people didn't come out and talk to each other? Because he didn't seem like he had a plan. Roman came out. He looked like he was coming out there to make sure Roman could be cut off.
Vince looked like a goddamn coke dealer out there.
Yeah, but if you figure the logistics of it, Vince came out because Roman said he was coming out. And then everybody that followed turned themselves into matches. Daniel Bryan and Kofi, and obviously Roman and Drew McIntyre, but they came out and challenged each other naturally. All Vince did was greenlight it. So what was Vince going to do if they didn't challenge each other? You know, he was there for no reason. It's shit like that. I mean, I guess they're trying to set up like some type of surprise. Oh, you don't know who will be here each week.
Yeah.
But it falls so flat that there's just nothing from it.
What's up, 763?
Hi, Nuno.
Hey man, you like that Raw?
Raw was pretty good. I think that lady that's starting to get a little bit messed up though.
Man, your diamond's pussy hole rotted. Oh my god, that's alright. Well, listen, thank you for the call. I appreciate that.
Wow.
That was just horrible though, man. His pussy hole rot. Wow, that's, you know what?
That's uncalled for.
We're not gonna do that tonight. Alright? We're not gonna do that tonight. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. You know, I can't believe you said that.
You can't help the callers.
Can't believe you called her a mongoloid. Anyway.
So, some of the callers, they're just terrible.
Wow, Special Ed, I can't believe you said that Amanda's pussy rotted. That's fucking horrible. Like, let me play a donation or two here.
Shit bum.
Shit bum.
So instead of building towards money in the bank, we have to watch SmackDown guys come to Raw for some fucking reason. And watch the revival die. Why do you fucking hate us, Vince? Glad Joe Cronin and Jake are here to save us from this hell known as Raw 2/10.
You know, honestly, Triple Gaming, I feel bad, guys. I mean, because I'm just so sick and I'm tired. I'm sick and tired, legit. And this show killed me. It murdered my soul. And like, so I apologize for that. And even the Bruins game, man, the end of the Bruins game, I couldn't even celebrate because I laid on a sofa, like stiff and unable to move.
Party.
Danny in Oak Park, yo, Danny, what up, dude? Thank you for giving me $1. I know that tonight's gonna be a real quick show, and I'm not, you know, I'm obviously fucking sick still and dead, so I apologize for that, everybody, and for being 20 minutes late. I've never. Other than when, like, the internet went down one time, and I think one other time I did fall asleep. But other than those 2 times, I don't think I've ever been this late. So I do want to say sorry to everybody for making you wait. And I blame WWE because, fuck, it is their fault.
Super chat.
Putting on this shit show. It would be as if, you know, you came to my house for a barbecue.
Yeah.
Everything was fine. I punch you in the face and knock you out. And then next week I show up at your house and you just pretend like it's all good.
Yeah,
you know?
like,
that's what Vince did with Roman.
Yeah, Vince McMahon was punched in the face like on Tuesday. Monday he stands in the ring, happy to announce things. Like, I mean, that's what it is. Vince McMahon was knocked out by this guy, and now on Tuesday he's happy to announce things.
Yeah.
Never mind the fact that this guy's on the wrong brand. Not like, damn it, get to your own brand, I'm going to fire you. Dude, they are literally retarded. I'm sorry, you know what I mean? And I don't give a shit if people don't like that word. This fucking company is retarded.
That's the definition.
They are. They are retarded.
You didn't say they're being retarded. You said they are retarded. They're in a,
You know what? And I'm going to say it. You know
less
what?
than advanced stage for their age.
They're beaver pussy licking dumbasses. They're beaver pussy licking dumbasses. They're, while other beavers are building the dam and live in their homes and building the dam, this fucking beaver is eating its own diarrhea as it comes out of its asshole. All right, it's like, Mom, what's that beaver doing? All the other beavers are making the dam. Why is that beaver over there near the bridge? And why is he making a snow cone? Oh, that's WWE over there. Don't mind him. He's eating his own shit. Anyway, let's play another donation because we're coming in here. Oh my God. Oh fuck.
My name is Kane and I'm donating.
Tonight we are going to introduce the wildcard system, meaning 3 members from either show can show up to the other show anytime. Meaning 2 people can come back to Raw next week plus 7 others SmackDown. I'm a genius. I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing.
I have no idea. You have no idea, VKM. Vincent Kennedy McMahon, thank you for the 666. You have no idea what the fuck you're doing. And this show is absolutely insane. And I will say there was an energy to the show tonight. I will give you credit in that way that there did seem to be a come on, let's go, and people seem to be less scripted in some ways.
This is sad. WWE Botch Club is all in AEW. Go Bruins.
Thank you, Botch Club. Yo, check out Botch Club on Instagram. They got like 20,000 followers, and sometimes they put pictures up of my nipples, and people like them. It's pretty amazing. Botch Club on Instagram. Follow the Botch Club. And then WWE stole Botch Club's name, so follow Botch Club because they came out with it first, and then WWE took it for a name on their show. Love you, Botch Club, and they're fellow Bruins fans, so now I really love them a lot. And I'm sorry to Columbus, to the Ohio fans, but you know what? You played Cowboys from Hell, you assholes.
I am a genius, and thanks, chat, for agreeing.
Yeah, I'm a damn genius. You know,
he did. He said it multiple times.
That's why, and you know what, Vincent? Thank you for the $5. But that's when it was like, dude, they setting him up like he's gone crazy. But they already started this weeks ago. Remember? Yeah, he really. It's not it. He's actually.
I don't think he's going crazy. I think this is just him trying to, be on top of his game. He thinks,
or be exciting on the air, like legit.
Yeah.
He started doing this like a month ago or something, and 2 months ago or something, months ago, whatever. And we were like, "Oh my God, this is the beginning."
We've got a new Twitch follower.
Not.
Hell yeah! Take my pants off.
Yeah, poor Jeremiah is a Blue Jackets fan. He's in besides himself at this point.
Listen up, Blue Jackets. You played Cowboys from Hell, a Pantera song. Dimebag Darrell was killed by a guy wearing a Blue Jackets jersey in Columbus. You idiots!
Super chat.
That's why you lost tonight.
I hope they punish Trasha like they are punishing the Revival. Know your fucking places, jobbers.
Yeah, they're gonna have Sasha shaving her fucking vagina next week. Spaz Phoenix, thank you for the $5, Canadian baby.
No, Sasha goes ahead and she challenges, freaking Tessa Blanchard on Instagram.
Saw that. Maybe
that's okay though, right?
What do you mean?
That's okay for her to do that.
What do you mean by that? Are you being sarcastic?
No, she wrote on Tessa's Instagram, let's wrestle or wrestle me, something like that.
No, I know, but I mean,
party.
Oh, Renee Rodriguez.
Vince keeps sucking on Big Dog's mushroom tip.
Oh God, Renee Rodriguez, thank you for the $2. Vince keeps sucking on Big Dog. Yeah, he sucked that real good. Oh, and they cheered for him though at the beginning of the night. He was like, "Yo, I can do what I want as long as these people keep making some noise. I can do what I want." And then they were like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Oh no!" And they cheered for him.
Super cringy.
Yeah. What do you mean by that? You mean like how come? I know that she called out Tessa Blanchard, but what's wrong with that, or what's right with that? Or
well, you figure with everything going on with her, she's just adding more fuel to her fire.
Oh, okay.
Messing with Impact now. She's just deliberately being
the
a bitch.
best thing I saw tonight is the new Godzilla movie commercial. I give it stars.
Dude, honestly, I think the Godzilla movie looks boring as shit to me. I hate that movie. Looks like it's 100% predictable, and I don't need to see that movie. But that's just me. Dave Meltzer, thank you, Dave Meltzer. You look like Godzilla, actually. Dave Meltzer looks like a dinosaur that was squished. Like, if you squish Dave Meltzer's head a little more, he looks like a head with a squished face. And Dave Meltzer kind of looks a little bit like a fucking dinosaur when you look at him.
I think if you were really high and went to the XD theater, you know, the IMAX one there, you'd love it. That's about it, though.
Giovanni Martinez, man, what is up? Lots of Rodriguez, lots of Martinez. Buenos noches. Tiene sus papeles. Me pines ocho. I'm sorry. It's not. It's like 5 or 6 inches.
XFL is going to be on Fox, ESPN, ABC, and FS1.
Yeah, that's a lot of channels. It's a lot of channels, Will Tactics. I saw that as well, man.
Yeah, at least they're diversifying, you could say.
They are spreading themselves everywhere.
Part of me makes me wonder, too, with Raw being so spastic, did this have to do with Ryan Callahan, you know, no longer being the lead writer on Raw?
Because he was fired, and then they were just like, we'll do this. We'll have everybody come out.
We'll just have a bunch of rematches and rehash everything that we already have done.
Here we go.
But it was lazy as shit.
About to get it, man. Here we go. Here we go. Here we
go. Yo, Jay Paula. What up, Jay Paula?
No.
Renee was inconsistent cancer, especially with Sammy. Her commentating just made me angry, and I stopped after seeing Lucha Shy Party.
You know,
F- show.
Jay Paula, thank you for the $5. I gotta say that the beginning was kind of interesting in a way, but it made no goddamn sense, and it was fucking stupid, really. And I'm like, whatever. And then Lucha House Party comes out, and they nailed this. They squashed this other team of idiots, or whatever it was. And much as I don't like Lucha House Party, I like the guys that are in it individually. And they beat the shit out of this team really quick, and it was pretty solid, to be honest.
Give it a hell yeah!
Just to say.
I didn't watch Raw. From what I see, it seems like a good thing, but only a couple more weeks until Double or Nothing. #Brokenlion for monetize this champ. I want that belt.
Broken Lion, what is up, motherfucker? Hell yeah, dude. You might be able to win the belt. Because Tommy NC remains champion after Amanda Mongoloid fucking relinquished the belt. Because
I would have loved to have heard that conversation on Tommy's end. Tommy, you get to keep the belt. You get to remain champion a little while longer. He must have.
He was actually like, because everybody was such a psycho at the time, he was like, okay, Joe. He wasn't really like, you could tell he was like nervous about what was going on. He's like, okay, Joe, but I'm sure he's happy.
Santa Claus's ass.
John Montgomery.
Oh, hell, yeah.
What's up, John?
I'm sick and tired of this shit. I changed the channel. Fuck you, Vince, and fuck everybody. And does the monetized champ have Down syndrome? Fuck with my boy, Joe. Get fucked in the throat. Poor.
John Montgomery, man, thank you so much. I love you, dude. I'm not surprised you changed the channel, dude. I had a hockey game that I was able to watch. I don't know how you guys were able to do that. Yeah.
Well, I don't understand their mindset. You have a decent intro. I mean, it may not be the best thing, but it was interesting. It was something different. Like I said on Twitter, it's a bit of chaos, but whether it's got that get out of jail free card or not, at least it's something somewhat different. You're bringing in SmackDown stars in a legitimate way. So let's go with it. And then they have Seth and AJ team up. They're tearing into each other. They're ripping each other apart. And then they have to team up to take on Baron Corbin and Bobby Lashley.
Right.
Baron Corbin is like the face of stagnation. Everybody hates Baron Corbin. Even casual viewers see him and want to change the channel. A lot of people blamed him for the ratings being so abysmal. So why do that? You know that's the
Raw
issue.
Equals suckitude.
If you don't want Seth and AJ to face each other yet, then wait.
Tony Brooks says Raw equals suckitude.
It's
That's
rawful.
true.
That's why it's raw-tarded.
I fell asleep, man. I'm not gonna lie. I was asleep. Pussy Lips McGee, what up?
My name is Kane, and I'm donating
Matt the Misfit, you want on? Give a call, brother.
If WWE was going to do this wild card thing, then what the fuck was the reason for WWE saying that Roman is not showing up to Raw and to ignore his tweet? But you mean to tell me that they didn't even acknowledge that? Gay pussy faggot Tommy North Carolina gay.
Wow, Jesus Christ, Pussy Lips McGee. Thank you, man. I mean, they acknowledged it slightly, but nothing that made any sense. You know what I mean? Nothing that made any goddamn sense whatsoever. And yeah, dude, the Celtics are dead right now. What is going on to the Celtics? Luckily, I'm a big hockey fan and only a little basketball fan. So, you know, for me, if I were to pick Celtics or Bruins, I would go Bruins. So thank God, at least the Bruins are the ones that are playing well. Celtics, I don't pay attention to the Celtics until it's the NBA Finals. I don't care. If they don't make the NBA Finals, I don't watch it. But the Bucks are beating them. The Bucks seem like they're more of a together team. The Celtics never really have gotten things gelled together after the injuries and people coming back this year after their season last year. It just hasn't felt like they're together. And the Bucks feel like they've been together already. So it's like they're gelling together the right way. And that's becoming the difference in these games, to me, in the Bucks and Celtics. But the Bruins, man, they made a statement tonight. They were like, we're not going to Game 7. Let's do this there. Boom. You know what I mean? I can't believe that Charlie McAvoy didn't get a 5-minute major. I can't believe, and I'm a Bruins fan, I can't believe this fucking guy didn't get a 5-minute major. He got 2 minutes for targeting someone's head. And it was an accident. I know Charlie didn't mean to smash that guy's head open, but the fact of the matter is he did it. I can't believe that wasn't a 5-minute major. If I was a Columbus Blue Jackets fan, like I would be eating my own asshole in front of the NHL fucking player safety fucking tunnel in whatever the hell that exists. I'd be fucking, dude, I don't even know what I would be doing. I would be Mike Messier's like towel boy for a week. It would just be insane. And then I'm watching this Raw, and I'm just like, what is this? And you got to bring all these stars over randomly to do something. Again, it's cheating. It's what they always do that's cheating. It's bringing in Goldberg. It's bringing in Brock. Now it's bringing in your own people. Has anybody noticed this? When the ratings used to get bad and things didn't go well, do you remember what they used to do? They'd call Brock Lesnar, or they would call Goldberg in, or they would call Sting, or they would go get some big name and bring them in and be like, oh, guess who's here tonight? And it would be like, fuck, that sucks because the show sucked last week and it's probably going to suck this week, but they're going to get a good rating because people are going to tune in to see why that person's here. And
yeah,
that's what
Sizik's
this
right
is.
too, because they really went ahead and tried to do this tonight because they were in Ohio. He said he usually goes to the Columbus or Cincinnati shows, and he avoided going tonight because usually the crowds are mostly, 3/4 casuals and everybody's on their phones. He knew that tonight was going to be especially dead, so they knew that they were up against that as well. So that's why they tried to make it as chaotic as possible. They tried to make it as close to, because essentially, I wording this carefully, but WrestleMania is pretty like they aim it to be fun for everyone, so it's as casually driven as possible. There's stuff for everybody, the hardcore marks and stuff like that, but it's pretty much the show that everybody comes back to watch. So it's the easiest to have WrestleMania rematches when everybody tunes in once a year to watch WrestleMania anyhow. So people that haven't kept up with the storylines know that Daniel Bryan faced Kofi. They know that Roman faced Drew McIntyre. If you pull anything off of the WrestleMania card, you're pretty much good to go. So they were able to do that a couple of times tonight. They brought in multiple stars, and they tried to fill the rest with stupid skits and funny shit to make the casual crowd laugh. Like
what did you think
Strowman,
of the? Well, okay, we'll go to the Strowman thing. The Strowman thing was interesting because I thought he was going to do something massive, and instead it was comedy because he was like, "Oh, well, whatever, it's taking it away."
Yeah, yet again, he threw Sammy in the trash. He's a garbage man. WWE even called him, the monster among garbage men or something like that. It's ridiculous.
What's the payoff there? Because so you've got, and I got to take a piss in a second because I'm gonna fucking piss all over myself and my side hurts, but I'm going to try to take a call. Let me explain this. Sami Zayn goes out there for like 5 weeks and shits on the crowd. But and of course we're all thinking, all right, this has to lead somewhere. You know, a good guy has to show up because Sammy, while cutting the best promos probably of the week, you know, this guy, you got to feud with somebody real eventually. You can't just keep coming out and cutting promos in the crowd. And then tonight, finally, somebody does something. It's Braun Strowman. And it's like, wouldn't you rather seen Luke Harper in that spot? Like a returning Luke Harper as a face?
Better been served in that spot. And that's the thing. They were doing so well with, you know, Sami Zayn, the critic of the critics. I like what Trailbound had to say. They just had to focus on the YWC a little bit more, and they could have really had like an enemy of the people per se. It was working really well what Sammy was doing, and they threw it all away for a stupid garbage spot, a literal garbage spot.
Yeah,
they threw him into a freaking trash truck, and you know the trash pickup's coming at 9 o'clock on a Monday. Got to get that done.
Now, I want to ask you about one other thing, Jake, because you were probably alive for this. I will admit, when I watched the Revival situation, I watched it, and if you could have put a camera on me, I looked like this.
Yeah, just dazed and confused, you know.
And I literally was watching it with my eyes fluttering open, closed, drool coming out of my fucking face. So I honestly saw it, and I have no idea what to tell you about it. What were you thinking when you saw this?
You knew they were going to punish them somehow. We saw the Usos, excuse me, backstage before. Then they recapped how they did the whole, you know, shaving your back segment the week prior.
Right.
And the Usos come out and they, you know, we already have the Revival in the club in the ring. They're ready to have a tag team match. And the Usos interrupt and say they came out with a new product, Usi Hot instead of Icy Hot. When you perspire, you're on fire. And they said, oh, it should be activated now. And now the Revival has to act like they're burning to death in the ring. You know, like their junk is irritated. And why would they be covered with Icy Hot before a match? I'm not so sure how that really works. You know, you figure, but hey, whatever, go along with it. They're obviously dying. They're dragging their ass like a dog that has worms across the carpet. You know, they're doing that across the ring. They're floundering all over the place and using their vest and jacket to like rub it against their ass crack. Just real demeaning stuff. Just like the AOPP gimmick. They want to tear these guys down because they want to, you know, punish them. And they get up to the stage. The Usos offer them help, and they say that, oh, you need water. And they poured the water down their pants. And the Usos say, no, you're supposed to drink it. Pouring it only makes it worse, which of course it did. Then the Revival starts flailing around, and they run backstage screaming in agony.
Yes,
I was so put off by it. Like there was no humor for me, and I even laugh at like some of the stupid petty things at times. There was the back shaving thing. I was like, all right, haha. This, I mean, you had the two grown men acting like they were being eaten alive by fleas. This is just for them, you know, not re-signing with the company. It really makes them look, again, the heels look like, the faces look like assholes. The heels look like baby faces because they're getting bullied. It's always ass backwards. They've done this with Braun. They've done this with Bray. They've done this, you know, time and time again, where you have the heels get picked on by the faces. So even still, it makes the Revival look like idiots, like dorks, like morons.
Basically.
And it wasn't poignant or funny commentary. It wasn't, you know, any type of practical skit that worked. The crowd didn't laugh. The crowd wasn't into it. No one made a peep except for the announce team.
Well, I'm sure Vince liked it or whatever.
I'm sure this is that poop humor that Vince loves. But he just wanted to make these two be embarrassed and look like morons.
Well,
he got what he wanted. They were flailing around on the ground.
We said this for weeks. Get ready, like, and it was so funny, like, because it didn't come for a second, and we were like, oh, we thought they were gonna be like eating each other's pubes by now, and little did we know. Just wait a week because here we go.
And it makes the Usos look like dicks. For, you know, it's not like, oh, that was cool because they thought of some way to prank them back, or it's not like it's a prank war. Or they're just torturing these guys because they said they were the best tag team. You know, like there's no rivalry there. There's no story. It's just bullshit.
Yeah, they went for the 80s, the 80s gag, the Police Academy,
Revenge of the
Nerds, Police Academy. Yeah, that exactly. Like that's, but and I get it, but it's like, man, Whatever. Anyway, Matt the Misfit's here, so I can go grab a blanket now, and I can figure out what's wrong with the phone lines. I'll be right back while I figure this out.
Yeah,
what's up, Matt?
I didn't realize you were using your old Skype. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, dude, I fucked up tonight, so I'm on the old Skype.
I figured that out like 2 seconds ago. But yeah, Triple H is ready to take over the fucking company.
Yeah, really. I mean, Triple H went ahead and he liked the tweet, which I thought was interesting because somebody, Richard Gutierrez, tweeted to Vince McMahon. He said, Vince, maybe the problem with Raw and SmackDown ratings isn't due to wrestlers being injured. It's that you put confusing and pointless storylines out. Also, it wouldn't hurt if you gave your wrestlers insurance, just a thought. And Triple H liked that tweet. And then
he unliked it. Like,
yeah, a few hours later, he unliked it, but still.
I screenshotted it, so.
It's just funny that, you know, it's kind of a open sentiment at this point in time.
Like, this whole fucking night. Like, first of all, you're gonna have why did anybody come? What was the point of they canceled the SmackDown house show for this shit?
Yeah, I know.
I wish the SmackDown show happened.
And that's the problem. You know, people lost out on a house show to see this. You know, there was nothing to be gained from it.
It was not even the ticket sales. Ticket sales were fine. It had nothing to do with the tickets.
No, they were just panicked because last week had the lowest ratings in history again. So
I'm like, and it's not going to stop there. They're fixing to bring back Goldberg, Lesnar, and Taker for the Saudi show. So
yeah, we'll see them shortly. We'll see them in the next few weeks.
I guarantee you that before SummerSlam, the ratings are going to be down, and you're going to see Ronda Rousey pop back up.
If she's not pregnant,
I doubt she's getting pregnant. There's no way that's happening.
Why do you say that?
Because her idea of getting a baby was apparently puppies.
For now, I mean, you've heard her say she wants a family, so you don't know.
Yeah, but do you seriously think they're not going to put a bunch of money in front of Ronda Rousey to show back up?
She wasn't motivated by money, though. This is something she wanted to do. She made that clear.
Oh, that was before, but now it's not. She did that part. Now she's going to be there for the money.
No, I'm sure she'll be there for the money, but she can come back later for money too. I mean, she has her contract set. The way she had it set up, she doesn't have to make X amount of dates or anything like, you know, Brock does. She's getting paid regardless. She covered herself.
It's just like, and
I think it'll be long term before we see her back. They're going to have to pillage NXT, I think, at some point to make a difference.
I think they're waiting until I think Shayna's the one who's going to take the title.
Yeah, I think they'll do that close to SummerSlam. They'll start pillaging more people, and the people that aren't working on the main roster will either go back or be let go at that point. Because by then they'll know what AEW is up to and how it's working. If not, they won't let them go. They'll just hold them in, you know, like basically perpetuity. They'll just hold on to their contracts until they're stuck.
And this wild card pisses me off even more because they broke up teams in this shakeup, and now this fucking wild card makes no sense because of that.
Yeah, and a lot of the booking going forward too. I know we were talking over the weekend. Yeah. I mean, the current betting odds for favorites is Mandy Rose and Drew McIntyre to win the contracts. And they're also saying that the plan still is for a shocking title change at Money in the Bank to have Lacey Evans win the Raw Women's title.
I don't think Lacey Evans is winning the Raw Women's title, though.
I don't necessarily, you know, disagree either. But like I said, you know, with Charlotte Flair, I could see them. That would make a bit more sense because they have to split up.
Why would they? Because if they're going to do that, because they want Becky Lynch on Raw, right? They haven't really specified anymore. You heard originally one way and the other. So because I think what I think is going to happen is Charlotte's going to win the title, and then Bayley's going to win the Money in the Bank briefcase, and then cash in on Charlotte.
I mean, it's possible. I don't think they would have shit on Bayley that much if they were going to have her win the briefcase. I could see Mandy winning it instead because she's been kind of Ember Moon. That's my
win the thing, but
I would like to see Ember Moon, but I just don't think they have a lot of faith in her.
I mean, with the men, I've obviously going for Drew McIntyre, but my dark horse was going to be Aleister Black, but he's not in the fucking match for some reason.
Yeah.
But then you were talking, I think it was last night or something, about maybe they do have big plans for Aleister Black, which is why he wasn't in the fucking match.
Hopefully that's the case. I mean, from everything that I've seen and heard so far, it just seems like the only reason he's not in the match is because he got moved to SmackDown, which really sucks.
But that don't make no sense. He still could have been in the match, but part of SmackDown.
Well, because they wanted certain people on SmackDown there. They have certain plans lined up going forward.
And they chose Finn Balor and...
I know. I'm telling you.
I'm also thinking Randy Orton's going to win the briefcase and then cash in on Kofi Kingston.
Yeah, I mean,
because when the rumor came out like that long ago that they want Randy Orton as champion going into Fox,
I had heard something briefly about that, but nothing. That was like a whisper in the wind. That was a real quick flash in the pan.
How about NXT Takeover coming to Connecticut?
Yeah, I'm excited for that. I feel bad for the San Jose fans. Really quick before we get there, too, because, I mean, it's not just a few. I mean, there's a lot of people behind this. Obviously, you have Meltzers and people like that. You got Brad Shepard and a few others saying that Lacey Evans, they think, really is the shock victor for the women's Raw women's title at Money in the Bank.
How about this? Instead of it being Lacey Evans, but the Raw women's title still changes hands when it's because of cash-in.
I mean, they kind of seemingly set up something a bit tonight that could happen, you know, with Lacey Evans having all 4 women from the Raw side out there and her making a statement about,
do I want any of those 4 Raw women that are in that match to win the fucking the briefcase? Fuck no.
You don't want Natalya. You don't want Naomi. You don't want to see Dana Brooke, certainly. And Alexa Bliss doesn't need it, so... Yeah, it's got to be one of the SmackDown women. I'm
kind of a little shocked that Nikki Cross was even in this match.
She's not even on a brand at this point, so.
No. Right now, it doesn't even matter because of the fucking wild card.
Yeah, exactly. It all comes back to the wild card, you know, so they can kind of go anywhere.
If they're going to send Damo back to NXT, take her with her. Him. You could do something. You can do amazing stuff. I don't know if I told you that last night, but the story that they get told with that.
Yeah, they can do quite a bit, you know, and I liked your ideas there. And I'm excited that NXT is coming. I'm going to try and see, you know, hopefully Patrick and I can pick up tickets. I want to take Danny. You know, it's not that far away.
I look to see how many seats that arena has. It's 10,000, but they're probably going to make it more because it's a wrestling event. So probably maybe like, I don't know. I would say like 13 maybe.
From the box office person that I had spoken to previously, that their goal was to only sell 10,000 seats. So,
oh wow,
it's not a big arena at all.
I mean, 10,000 isn't a bad amount of people. It's better than the 5,000 they were going to do for.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get Velveteen Dream and Tyler Breeze to go against each other. We'll get Gargano and Cole. So I mean, there's a lot of, you know, the tag team titles will be decided. Yeah, it's going to be, you know, really good 25th anniversary. To me, that's as close to WrestleMania as I can get. So I would love to go there.
And how about that? They moved the Takeover show because of Saudi Arabia. How about that?
Oh yeah, everyone is so upset on Twitter, which I don't blame them because they were waiting to get the tickets for Texas, and then everything got screwed over. So
yeah,
I'm appreciative that it is here instead of Atlanta. Granted, but you feel like, you know, obviously they had to do it in their backyard just because they had a chance to.
Now let's talk about murder from the Firefly Funhouse tonight.
I love the angle. Not only I was dying laughing when you saw the rabbit, you know, come out. You knew it was going to be the rabbit because you saw the stuffing, obviously, with Mercy. But
and then I'm like, oh my god, wait, there's cursing in a children's show too?
Yeah, that made me laugh. And
I don't know if you caught this, but the Mercy the Buzzard actually threw a line out there that was a Waylon Mercy line.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I mean, that's more of a confirmation that that's Waylon Mercy thing.
Yeah, and you hear, you know, him saying that he's like, oh, I ate the rabbit. He was trying to get me to subscribe to a bohemian worldview, you know. That was, you know, he said you could be forgiven and you should be rewarded. And
then I was wondering, when are they going to bring the children here? Because they're going to do that at some point, and they did tonight.
Yeah, you see, he says it's picnic time. Puts on his sunglasses, and all the kids were shown, you know, just so zombie-like and expressionless. It was great.
Dude,
I mean, talk about another just really.
That's as far as I'm
cryptic.
going to say it. That's as far as I'm going to have adding anyone else to this, because they're not. Because I don't think anyone else is going to be like people who want Cross in here. I'm like, Vince has already stated that Luke Harper cannot cut a Southern accent. She can't even. The only accent she can do is her own accent. They're not going to add her to that.
Rowan can't do one. Why is Rowan doesn't matter?
Well, because Rowan's doing the thing with Brian. That's why.
Why doesn't he want him to do a Southern accent though? What's the difference?
I don't fucking. Vince is just crazy. All right.
The best story I heard today was Vince years back didn't want to hire Gail Kim because he didn't think that hiring someone that was Asian was of the best mindset at that point. Mm-hmm. And JR told him that it'd be a great idea because a lot of men love Asian women and have fantasies about them. And Vince was blown away when JR showed him Asian porn. Vince didn't know there was such a thing out there. I read the story earlier.
What the fuck? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, and Vince was blown away that there was Asian porn out there. And that's why he hired Gail Kim after JR convinced him.
Oh my god.
I fucking read the story and I died.
I saw that and I was dying laughing.
Who told that story? Because that sounds.
I'll pull it back up, but
dude, oh my god!
It said Vince was hesitant to hire Gail Kim due to her being Asian. Jim Ross convinced him not only because of her in-ring talent, but the fact that many men are attracted to Asian women, and that there are even lots of Asian porn sites on the internet. This shocked Vince. This apparently shocked the hell out of Vince, who had no idea Asian porn sites existed.
Oh my god! Wow. Well, let me play a donation or two and see if I can get you to hear the sounds here, because we're getting behind here.
Super Chat Party.
Jeremy Pasta.
Is this the worst time to be a wrestling fan or what?
Yes, I think
Could not be more embarrassed than I am now. What do I tell my girlfriend?
Tell her nothing. Tell her you don't watch wrestling. Just don't say anything about wrestling to her. That's all. Unless she says anything, like throw out a wrestling reference here or there, and if she doesn't get it, just be like, "Yep, don't ever bring that up again. Don't ever say anything about that shit again. Don't talk about wrestling. That's your fucking goal. Get pussy, no wrestling. Just no. It's worse than dorky stuff. Dorky stuff actually makes you money most of the cases. Hockey is not gay, and by the way, Pasta, you got Pasternak's name almost. You know what's gay? Running up and down the court, throwing a ball through a hoop over and over again until you get to the same result anyway in the last fourth quarter. No, I mean hockey, man. Hockey's the best sport. Come on, it's the most exciting shit to watch right now. This is crazy. If you're not watching the NHL playoffs, and you don't have an NHL hockey team, you're on drugs, man. This is crazy good. Yeah, if you don't want to say you're a wrestling fan, that's worse than saying
we've got a new Twitch follower. Hell yeah, take my pants off.
Dark Bond, what up? And thanks to everybody who was in my gaming stream on Twitch the other night. We killed it, man. Sith Negan dropped 45,000 bits. 45,000 fucking bits, dude. That's insane. Sith Negan. God damn. What up, Dickie Nas?
They should have had Stone Cold come out during the opening and cut an old school promo on all those pieces of trash, including Vince. I only watched the opening. They tries something new, but as always on the safe side of things.
Yeah, they played it safe again. No, to me they just didn't have anything else to do. They played it spastic is what I say. Hey Jay, can you hear these?
No, not yet.
Oh, god damn it. You might have to talk a little bit to each other. That's usually what happens.
You piece of shit.
Super piece of party.
Rip Rambling Rabbit Face Pensive Face.
Oh, that's true, man. Rest in peace to Ramblin' Rabbit. Joe Jones, thank you for the $1.99 as well, man. Oh, god damn it. Blow it up. You hear him now?
Yeah, I hear the explosion.
Hell yeah. You hear this?
Yep.
All right, there we go. We solved it.
There's
Problem
so many of
solved.
these great Vince stories, Joe, though. There's a collection of them on Twitter. I'll give you a couple after this.
I can't wait to look those up.
I scared Amanda so much she vacated the title.
That man, Seth, dude, he did cut it.
Cut in on her.
That's great.
If you saw his Twitter promo, like, that is hilarious then. Oh my
I'm gonna have to
God.
go back and watch that.
The man, Seth, scared the hell out of that fucking Amanda fucking Carmen. No, it was Tattooed Mistress's fat cow ass who fucking scared her. And Bob it. Oh, I'm in agony all the time over the belt. I'm in agony and suffering. The fuck are you talking about, you fat piece of shit?
Here we go. I'm about to
Those
get it,
kind of
man.
people-
He had to
Here we
pay
go,
for
I'm about to
shipping.
get
Don't
it, man.
forget,
Here we
he was
go.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here we go.
tormented.
Oh no!
If I win belt, I'll forfeit it to Tommy to keep him champ. Longest reign. Let's go, boy.
That's the Goon. What up, Goon? That'd be
Good
funny.
idea, Goon.
That's a funny thing.
That is fun.
Tommy, you're still champion. Yeah, but then you'd piss off all the donators. Because that's that's the
He's
problem we have
champion, he
now.
can do it.
Yeah, but it's like that would hurt. God, people are so mad right now. You know?
Oh, I'm sure.
I mean, really.
Even I
like-
was surprised because I tried to screw up the clock at the end and
well, that's
play it
why
safe.
it's all bullshit, man. It's not about drama with the belt or anything like that. Because you're gonna get more than ever now. She's gonna get more than ever now. It's about fucking leather-faced Heather saying this shit to her, and everybody found out about that earlier. You know, from JB or from Ken.
What the fuck happened to Corey Graves' hair? He looks like a rejected 2012 version of CM Punk.
Yeah.
I hate this fucking show. The crowd had no reaction to shit tonight, especially the revival. I bet Renee got real wet when seeing Moxley's a fucking river.
Yeah, they didn't laugh. Nothing.
Naya's open leg dance. Thank you, Naya's open leg dance for the 666. Yeah, it was a stoic.
Just be glad
crowd.
that Moxley is no longer in this shit company.
Yeah, be glad he got out. Because
Yeah,
this
really.
is a goddamn mess.
I don't care where he goes.
I don't care either. Just don't be here.
Damn, my Ambrose is a work. Vid is better than Raw.
Spaz Phoenix, thank you, man. Appreciate that. Wait, are you trying to say that it's he's still in WWE, Spaz? Is that what you're saying?
I feel bad for people who still think it's a work. I genuinely feel bad for them.
It would be unprecedented if they used barbed wire and guns and everything. And then even it would be the most creative thing they've done ever, like in a while, like in the last 5 years. Because with the dice too, reading the date of like Double or Nothing, why would they do that? You know what I mean? That'd be really
I kind of want to see him to go to Impact to do the technicality and stuff.
I think he might swerve, go some
I'm
places.
taking the belt. JC's get behind me and help me burn it down.
Oh, God.
Tommy doesn't deserve that belt.
There we go.
I want the title I never lost. Seth Rollins 2016.
The man Seth, bro, thank you, bro, for the donation, man Seth. I think the community though, the community is going to be very weary of who they vote for now. You know what I mean? The less they know you, the more they're going to be like, I don't know, you know, because what if you know, knowing this, you would just take the belt and run away and never be like,
Wait, is it possible to vote for Venkit?
No, I don't know. I don't.
Like the legend that he is.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah, maybe, yeah.
Here we go. About to get it, man. Here we
I'd
go.
vote for that.
Here we go. Here we go. Oh,
I'm so old school. What up?
I've been watching Raw since the 90s. I have now officially stopped watching. The
Hey.
SJW is taking over everything.
I'm so old school. Thanks, man. I didn't notice the SJW tonight only because I was half asleep. Was there actually SJW stuff, or was it just boring? Like, to me, it's just boring.
It's just boring.
Like, SJW, you're probably going to have to deal with that when you watch AEW, but WWE,
Yeah, we'll
for
see
me,
how that goes.
Yeah, it just feels boring for me on WWE, and I'm just going to let
Speaking
these
of
play.
AEW, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. I'm just going to let these play because there's
behind.
Yeah, there's literally a donation coming in every minute for the last 30 minutes. Like, I'm looking at it. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
So we'll just react quickly.
Speaking of AEW, apparently they changed the
Kyle Winfrey, thanks for the buck, Kyle. What up, dude? They changed Matt?
They changed the Battle Royal. For the it's no longer called the Over the Budget Battle Royal, apparently.
What is it?
It's called the Casino Battle Royal. It's kind of, I guess it's going to be like their version of the Royal Rumble, except it's going to start with like 5 people. And
that's cool.
It goes with the Double or Nothing theme for everything's casino, Double or Nothing, gambling. That works.
I mean, I'm okay with it, so.
Yeah, a lot of these are, it's a whole thread on Twitter that somebody collected of all, like, you know, from Paul Heyman on Jericho's podcast and from Pritchard and stuff like that. Of
Does anybody have some wood? Wood.
Word?
You have any wood? It's me, Kevin John. I'm a fuck up.
So Vince, as a prank, had real police arrest Jonathan Coachman for running a betting pool at work. Coach said when the cop car finally turned around and brought him back to WWE headquarters, he openly wept and really enraged. I mean, how much of an asshole do you have to be to make somebody think they're getting arrested? Vince hates sneezing. When someone sneezes, he yells at them and tells them to control themselves. On the rare occasion Vince sneezes, he angrily mutters to himself and loses focus.
Have Bailey go for the Money in the Bank. Have Sasha come out as if she's there to celebrate. Sasha pushes her off and becomes a heel. I know it's obvious, but with the way WWE books, this is gold. Make Sasha a heel.
Yeah, I agree, man.
I don't think she's coming back, though.
No, I don't think she's going to return. That's the problem.
Make her come back. Dude, she's lawyering up right now with WWE Violin. She's getting a lawyer right now.
Yeah. Vince went bowling with an NBC exec. The guy did something Vince doesn't like. So since they were bowling, they were wearing the bowling shoes. Vince snuck off, got the guy's real shoes, threw them in the garbage and left. The guy had no idea where his shoes were. He went home wearing the gross bowling shoes. Vince contacted him later and said, "That's what you get, pal." The guy wrote a book and said that Vince was the biggest jerk he'd ever met in his life.
Jesus Christ. That's what you get, pal, damn it.
It just goes on and on like this. Vince invited Mark Henry to a workout session. Bear in mind that Henry is the world's strongest man for Olympic powerlifting, and strongman competitions.
Right.
Vince tried to out-rep him on every exercise. Henry went along with it because he's competitive and even admitted that Vince tested him. Mark says that he actually quit before Vince did. Vince phoned Mark in great pain and admitted he'd made a terrible mistake. I read the one about Gail Kim. It's just like there's so many. Vince was getting mad at Linda because she was making their side lose like a pool game on the holiday. It was supposed to be family fun, and Vince turned it into serious competition. Triple H and Steph kept getting lucky and were winning. Eventually, Stephanie ended up like losing for the team, and she stalked off. Then later that night, she called him through the intercom saying, "You're tired, or you're tied to the whipping post, Dad." And she was pissed off with him. Steph and Triple H could hear him literally screaming in anger at the other side of the house. JR once farted in a car with Gerald Briscoe, which made Briscoe start gagging and throwing up. Vince heard about that, so backstage at Raw one night, he tried to fart and make Briscoe puke. It backfired, and Vince shit his pants.
Vince has a problem with sneezing, but there's no problem with farting and almost shitting yourself. You know what I mean? Like, think about it. It's fucking weird. Like, you sneeze, it's like, get a damn hold of yourself. But farts are funny.
But get this. So it continues. Vince then had to go out to the ring and do a promo while he shit his pants. JR said that all production people in his headphones told him about it and that they were instructed to keep the camera shots above Vince's waistline for the entire promo.
Wow.
I would love to know which promo that is.
I know, right?
Why does he why do I smell like shit?
It said back at WrestleMania 25.
Super Chat Party.
Mark McGurk.
Joe, congrats to your Bruins.
Thank
I
you.
haven't watched any wrestling since WrestleMania. Your reviews with Jake are the highlight of my Monday night. And as always, F. Tommy, I want that 2010 hamburger, French fries.
Mark, man, thanks for the $9.99. I basically didn't sleep last night at all. I stayed up all night, and then I did a bunch of chores. Then I went and did a bunch of errands. Then I came home, played with my daughter in the street for 2 hours. And then by then it was hockey time and then Raw time. and made food for people.
Super chat.
And just,
Super chat.
I was
Joe,
dead.
check your Twitter. Sent you the revival clip.
I did watch it, Haskell. I did watch it. I watched the whole thing. It was a little funny, but again, it was just like, what is this? You know, it was.
Even if it wasn't them being punished, I just didn't think it was funny.
Yeah, it was. All right.
Brian probably had a concussion and is now cleared.
Real YT, thank you, man. And yeah, we heard he got cleared a couple days ago. So it looks like that rumor was true, by the way. We heard, it wasn't. We heard it. Well, at least I thought I heard it wasn't a concussion and he was cleared. But that's, I don't know what it was now. Maybe it was, but I thought it was that just because he's a heel, so they didn't want him to lose his heat, have people feel bad for him or whatever about his injury, so they kept it quiet and then brought him in like he wasn't injured. And that was.
I'm just glad he's like healthy and
that was
serious.
Yeah, I'm just glad he returned tonight. There's so many of these. I'll give you one more.
If he had a concussion, he would not be wrestling tonight. I don't think.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
Even
Especially
if he was cleared
with the caliber he was wrestling. It says back at WrestleMania 25. This just shows Vince's ego. It says Mickey Rourke got so worked by Chris Jericho that he was convinced that it was a shoot. As a result, he brought muscle with him in case things went awry. One of the people he brought with him was former UFC light heavyweight champion Frank Shamrock. During the day, Jericho hashed things out with Rourke, so he knew there would be no issue. Afterwards, he told Vince about it, and Vince claimed that he, Jericho, and Dean Malenko could take them all out, claiming, "Look at that guy, he's a midget." Jericho offered to let him take the midget, who was Shamrock. So Vince is, I could take him. Meanwhile, it's fucking Frank Shamrock, It's just all Vince's ego. Like you said, he gets mad when people sneeze.
Is that the name of the website?
No, this is all on Twitter.
Oh, because that should be
that'd be a great name for that website.
Yeah, dude, I was gonna say that's a website right there, vincesego.com.
Oh yeah.
Oh
a few
my
years ago,
God.
he had a snow cone party.
Hey, mumbler guy, yapping to Jake. Shut up and hang up. I took a shit earlier today and that was more entertaining than you.
Oh man.
You got John trying to shit on
John Montgomery shits on Matt the Misfit. John Montgomery, thank you, man, for the $5 and becoming.
Hey, at least I'm on the show.
Oh, see.
Yeah, there
firing back. Yeah, this one killed me because Vince, again, it's just so. The guy even says, "This is really weird, I know, but Vince had a snow cone party in the back lot of TV studio." Vince is a huge snow cone fanatic, so much so that he had a lot of them, like 10. At one point, he got up and announced in front of everyone in his McMahon "You're fired" voice that he loves snow cones. It was awkward, and I had to fight to hold back my laughter. It was surreal.
Wow.
And it's just like these kind of things. Could you picture Vince getting up and I love snow cones?
I don't know. That is so
Seeing
funny.
shit like that in my head just makes me laugh. Vince thinks that throwing or pushing someone into a swimming pool while fully clothed is the funniest thing on planet Earth.
Yeah, I heard that one a lot.
Yeah. Chris Jericho said he took a picture of Vince sleeping at an airport. He showed the picture to Vince, who demanded he delete it immediately. And one time he got drunk and urinated on Ric Flair's hotel bed just for laughs. There's 46 more of these, by the way. So, I mean, I could keep going and make a whole show out of it. It's fucking hilarious.
Put that in that stupid cartoon show that they've got for all those fucking stories.
The story show. And then another thing from today was that Vince is not high on EC3. About him.
How could you tell? I mean, I didn't. That story might not be true.
I know, right? EC3, he took on Cedric Alexander during the tapings, and he lost that match.
Bring back bra and panties matches, PLZ.
You know what?
Yeah, right.
Go ahead. At this point, go ahead. I'm so old school. What up? Eventually, they put Sasha in one. Hey, you're gonna be in a bra and panties
there's a
match.
punishment for her.
Oh, dude, she'd fucking lose her mind. She'd be like, "I'm not a whore." She'd be like, "You are now." A-Fan D, thank you very much for subscribing. And what is up? We're having a subscription party.
I hate that she tries to fight away like the diva moniker so bad.
Yeah.
It wasn't so much that divas were the problem, it was how they were treated.
I'm starting a channel, Joe. All thanks to you. Smiling face with smiling eyes.
Oh, no. The Casey Rose Experience. Casey Rose, thank you very much. I'm starting a new channel, too. It's called Vince's Dildo Experience.
Party.
Casey is raw.
WWE, you piece of shit.
You piece of shit. Prayesh Muhamdar. Shout out to everybody watching in India today. We will consider Prayesh your counterparts, basically. Or that's the wrong word, but whatever. I am really fucked up, everyone. I apologize for being so sick and tired tonight and coming on 20 minutes late. And
I wouldn't blame you for not doing the show tonight.
Dude, I'll tell you what. If Raw was awesome, this wouldn't happen because even sick and tired, I would have been up like, what's going to happen? You know, but it's like, oh my God, here we go.
So wake you up.
What if the turkeys ate us? What if they filleted us?
Yeah!
What if they killed
Andale
us
peasy!
and ate our children? What if the turkeys ate us? What if they filleted us? If the turkeys ate us, if they had to hate us, Thanksgiving was a little bit different. Instead, the turkeys ate us. They gobbled us apart. But first they'd eat our nuts, and then they'd eat our bud. The turkeys ate us. What if the turkeys ate us? What if the turkeys ate us?
I wonder what Vince would think of this donation.
What if they ate our fucking nuts? What if the turkeys ate us instead of mashed potatoes? Instead the turkeys ate us.
Raw was shit. How about that right hand to the mix by Shane? Why was Roman there again? Wildcard seriously? Fuck you, Vince. JCS Army and Friends, my new video is out. Check it after the review if you get thanks.
Oh shit, we gotta drop that as we close the show tonight. Andale peasy. Thank you, man, so much for the donation. And yeah, you know, why? That's the biggest thing is like, why the fuck was Roman there? It makes no goddamn sense at all, and I'm fucking confused. Like, I'm gonna be there. For what? And then everybody
he had business to take care of, he said.
And then everybody says, of course, well, he's there for the ratings because they need help. How does he help the ratings? The ratings go down with him. I mean, they don't go down, but they don't go up.
It's not the belt causing you pain, Bobbit. What you're feeling is diabetic neuropathy.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Well, fuck him. Fuck you, Bobbit, you crybaby. Listen, I'm sorry. I know this has nothing to do with wrestling. I'm just aggravated by that whole thing. I like, nobody cares, but it's like, dude, Amanda was happy to win the Monetize This championship on Friday. Not only was she happy to win the belt, she was excited. She was campaigning. She went out and got people to donate for her. People donated over $1,000.
Yeah,
over
she wasn't
$1,000
like begging for donations in the sense like she was hardly campaigning for the belt though. She wanted it. She wanted to be champion.
Yes. Like she wanted to be champion so much that she reached out to people to be champion, and they answered and they gave it to her. I had people ask for refunds, and it's like, listen, you totally fucked this whole thing up. So the whole reason why is because she was happy as shit, and we said, hey, it's gonna be kind of rough, you know, and you might get shit on, and she was like, oh, I got brothers and I grew up with them. I'm tough. I don't care. Tommy should be arrested. She literally was that mad. We thought she was joking. It wasn't until Ken's wife told me she's not joking. Like, she actually was going to have him arrested or wanted to call the police on him because he wouldn't give up the belt, and people calling him retard, idiot, and all these things. So, but Amanda is happy to win the belt. She wins the belt, and what happens? But fucking cow-faced tattooed mistress goes on Twitter and says, I hope she's prepared for what the belt brings. And then Amanda wrote, what is that exactly? Which I can't believe she doesn't know, but whatever. And then Heather writes, just look at what the others have gone through with that cursed thing. And then I basically was like, what are you talking about? And then she goes, just look at Bobbit. He tweeted about it last week. And I remember Bobbit's run. Bobbit had the belt,
and he had a run with the belt. And when the run was over, he sent the belt in. He got a little bit of shit, just like everybody else got. But for some reason, like apparently for Bobbitt, it was like this misery fucking torture thing that like I've never heard before. Like I have no idea why the fuck is going on with my phone right now. No, but so Bobbitt tweeted out, like he was mad at me. He was like, "You don't understand the pain and agony I was in because of that belt." And it was like, dude, what the fuck pain and agony? You had a belt that people voted for you. You were that popular that you won an award for a little while. Then eventually you lost it. By the way, on a side note, Devious Dave Rose claims the real Ryback DM'd him. I don't think that's real, but I'm just wanted to throw that out there for anybody who was like,
you never know.
So this is what Bobbitt tweeted. This is about to fucking monetize this belt. I can't believe this. I got completely shitted on, and still get shitted on. That belt has caused me pain and agony. The belt has caused you pain and agony. Bobbitt, you are a fucking idiot retard. All right, dude? You literally sit on stream and bob your big tits on your stream for people, to which people make fun of you for sometimes. But yet you still do it. You bob your fake tits. What caused you agony about the belt? You're a fake virtue signaling idiot whose father should have thrown him out a window. I don't know what else to say. That's the story. That's all I got to say about it.
Raw sucks. Would you play the video I emailed you on 5/1?
Raw sucks. Would you play the video I emailed you? All right, I'll try to find it, man. Thank you very much. I can't even see who it was that said that.
I'm about to kill it. Oh, wait. Oh, my God, I broke my face. Oh, God, I broke my face. Oh, I think I'm... what the fuck is... what the fuck is... oh, my God. Oh, my God, my face.
Hey Joe and Jake, I have no earthly idea what happened on Raw. I'm sure it was shit, just donating a little cash to hear my favorite donation.
Oh, man, I love this one. JM, J-Man from KC, what up, dude? Thank you for the $6. Not only is I love the donation. Oh! That guy smashed his face. But it's also $6, and that's a good chunk of money, man, to drop. So thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Looking right on his goddamn face. That was more entertaining than Raw. Montgomery!
What the fuck is up, motherfuckers? What the fuck is this Bray Wyatt segment, lol, WTF? And now they are putting ice and fire on everyone's ball sacks and asses. Also, how many games do you think the Bruins and Hurricanes go? I'll be going to one of the games.
Nate Dogg, holy shit, what up, Nate Dogg? The fucking perfect 10. Hey, listen, I don't know, man. I want to say like 7 games again. The Bruins just beat a team that swept the best team in the league. The Bruins just beat the team that swept the best team.
Raw ended 80 minutes ago. Hashtag Vince 39,000 negative tweets.
Haskell 420, man. You're a beast, Haskell. Thank you for the donation, dude. Let's see what else we got. J18.
About to get it, man. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, no.
Mojo did all of that to cut a promo off air.
I don't get it.
I tagged you guys. I honestly want Ember Moon and either Andrade, Ricochet, or Ali. Raw equals 4/10 for me.
Man, Raw was piss. And you know what? J18, thank you, Jay. Are you serious that, like, you couldn't fit Mojo on the show for, like, a minute promo at least? You couldn't fix him in there somewhere to, like, keep it moving? You still can't even get that on the air? Like, they're a mess, man. They are a goddamn mess. Why? What's the point in? And I know what the point in Mojo is now, so they can put him on house shows, so people go, "Oh, I know who that guy is." Kind of. He screams randomly. What up, Nate Dogg?
I'm back, motherfuckers, from my cruise. Thank God we all survived that.
Hell yeah.
Sadly, I got the shits after I got back, and I'm just now getting over having the shits. Fucking Chinese poisoning the food on the boat, trying to kill us all.
Everybody
Smile,
gets that.
Smile, frown.
Dude, I'm telling you, that is so common, it's almost unbelievable. Like, Nate Dogg, it's so fucking common. Not only are you amongst a bunch of people that who knows what's going on, but the cooking, yeah, man, that is so common, it's scary almost. There's almost like, what sanctions are they not using? Because so many people get sick on cruises like that. It's not just from the people that have it. It's a lot of time from the food. But let me see where we're at here on the donations. J18, okay, cool, we're getting close. Only got a few more left, and we're caught up. And we can close it out here.
Vince almost killed Court Bauer too. Dude is sick.
Yeah, Vince is sick,
I read
man.
about that earlier.
By the way, Court, fuck you. You never got back to me after you yelled at me, you bitch. Vic, thank you very much. Fuck it, Court Bauer. I still love you, you idiot. Courtney Summers, thank you for the donation. Super Champion Rocker, thank you for the sub. I have a fucking call with me and Terry Reynolds and Court Bauer, and it's the funniest call ever because we can't get to what we want to talk about for about 30 minutes.
Super chat. What's up, Poopy? Po-po-oh.
What's up, Poopy? Poo-poo. Anti-Drama. What up, Anti-Drama? Thank you, man. Thank you guys for funding the show. We're almost caught up.
Sent me stuff over the weekend of him posting videos with no audio. Like an idiot.
My name is Kane and I'm donating.
Here's to you, Kane, you big red retard.
The story about Vincent CM Punk in a hotel room and Vince farting and laughing.
I haven't heard that one. But what's up? So why Pussy Lips McGee, like, this drives me nuts about people. You don't like sneezes, but farts are okay? Like, I just don't understand how that makes any sense. Like, I mean, honestly, like, I don't care either way. But, like, why is one such a problem? And, I don't know, I just find that, like, insanely crazy. Like, he really, like, that's insane stuff to me. Like, I would think that he wouldn't like any of that stuff. Like, damn it, you're gross. Like, you get a hold of your ass.
Here we go, I'm about to get it, man. Here we go, about to get it, man. Here we go.
But how dare you sneeze, you know?
Oh, no!
My fault on the last super chat I sent from wrong account.
Oh, that's all good.
I emailed you a funny video featuring you. Email from Jake McGuffin. Play it, please.
What up, Diverse? Why the fuck didn't I see it? Hold on, let me look again. And yo, Alyssa Reed. Alyssa, thank you for becoming a $5 patron. And what's up, Alyssa? God, that's a great name, man. Oh, Wrestling Buddies. Yeah, let me check this out. I actually did check this out the other day. He did a thing on one of my probably me wrestling with the teddy bear. Diverse. Thank you, Diverse.
Super Chat Party.
King Cullen, thank you very much for the buck, man. I love you, dude. Thank you for supporting the show, man. I know I'm sick and I'm not the best tonight, and shit's been tough. I am going to take some calls in a minute, though. But I just want to get these donations run through real quick, and we're almost there. King, thank you, bro. Let me pause them real quick again.
I was surprised and excited, you know, that NXT is announced for Connecticut on the 1st.
Yeah.
It sucks for Texas, but
you know what? Now we can go to that. That can be gone too. Here's Wrestling Buddies by Jake.
Sick of your wife and kids? I am. Well, now you can relieve all that stress with Wrestling Buddies. Don't be ashamed.
Oh no.
Have your own entrance. It's just like you always imagined.
Oh my god.
While you're at it, go the extra mile and cut a promo. You're about to show that son of a bear who's boss. I said chill. Have a blast beating up your new punching bag. You can even record yourself. Practice all your favorite moves and holds. Kick out, I guess it's gonna take more than that to keep this wrestling buddy down. Get the tables. Anything goes when you're 35 years old in your own apartment. Shattered dreams. Oh no, he's going too far. Don't say we didn't warn you that you'll be having so much fun you'll get carried away. But we are not responsible for any damage or injuries you may cause to yourself. New wrestling buddies from JCS. They'll have you calling out of work.
That's fucking hilarious.
Oh god.
We just gotta package up some buddies.
I put a little more stuff and graphics on. Actually, if TSS got that video, he could really put graphics in a closing in that, and they would look so amazing. It would be insane.
I'm telling you, JCS wrestling buddies would sell like a motherfucker.
Wow. They would do well. I have a feeling.
Like you said, that would be all TSS needs. Just tweet that at him. What kills me is that AJ Styles wanted beat up John Cena shirts, and Vince said no.
Right.
Back when they did it in 2016 with the club, beat up John Cena. He said Vince shot that idea down. And he also brings this up because he wanted to do it with beat up Seth Rollins, and Vince said no as well. So it's just, perplexing, like you said. I don't know why at least that was a heel face situation. This is more face, so I get it. But that should have been, a hot commodity at that point. I don't know why they don't capitalize on things like that.
Did they okay the Seth Rollins parody shirt for John Cena?
I don't know.
The Never Shuts Up?
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure they did.
I didn't see anybody with it, but maybe. Anything's possible at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, that photo of Dash Wilder. Yeah, Dash Wilder is fucking hilarious.
I mean, like I said, just to me, I'm good with pranks and shit. It's just if it makes sense, why would they put Icy Hot on before the match and fucking I don't know.
Wait,
Icy Hot on your balls and your crotch, that hurts. That shit hurts. I'll tell you that much.
Or do you think it's punishment though for them not either resigning?
Making them look like assholes.
Well, I'm shocked they're not doing that with Anderson and Gallagher because they rejected offers too.
Well, I mean, you don't see them on TV at all.
Yeah.
That's
I'm shocked
they're just in the background.
It's kind of, interesting.
They're far in the background. That's all there is to it. So, and we did get Samoa Joe to deliver a really good promo tonight.
Yeah,
with Dominic. That was cool.
Yeah, it looked pretty good.
Mic, but then
it was weird a little bit, but it was good. But it was weird.
I liked that it was weird though. I liked that it had that odd intimidation factor with his son being there and everything he brought up, and I don't know. I was for that.
Show me
it
your
had a bit
penis,
of like a
boy.
vibe to it.
Show me your penis, boy.
Michael Jackson taught me this wrestling move.
We on the phone we got S. Dollar. What's up, S. Dot?
Oh shit!
Finally, the great one has come back to the Joe Cronin Show. How are you, Joe? How are you, Jake?
What's up, baby?
What's going on?
First things first. First off, Bobbit, you fat piece of shit. Know your role and shut your mouth. You're just a hamburger away from a heart attack, you piece of crap. Shut your mouth and know your role. Second on the list, Amanda Carmen. You disappointed me. I thought you were better than this. You should have been able to take the heat, but if obviously you couldn't, so step out of the kitchen. Third and least, that fat piece of monkey crap, Tommy. Enjoy your time because this reign of terror is coming to an end. I'll see you on Friday, and I'll even fly the mountain wherever the fuck you're at and get the belt personally.
S. Dollar, thank you, man. Damn. Take that, motherfuckers.
That was half better than the rest of the freaking promos we heard tonight.
Yeah, no kidding. Even this Mojo promo I was listening to when the donation came in before, and this is all over the place, huh?
Really?
He sounds like if Gronk was really drunk, still doing his stand-up. Like, that's what it reminds me of.
That is so weird. I'll listen to it.
WWE is gonna be a lot of trouble in 10 years. Who are gonna be the nostalgia acts that they bring back?
Oh, there's
unless they somehow figure out how to build stars again. AEW is gonna be the show to watch as long as they use logical storytelling. So simple.
Yeah, I mean, we've said this, you know what I mean? Like, unless they do something, Movado, thank you, Movado. There's
Here
nobody
comes
that
the
can bring back.
Undertaker.
Bring back Chris Benoit from the dead.
Yeah, they're gonna need Bray Wyatt to fucking black magic his ass out of the grave. I mean, really, what are they gonna do?
There's nobody they can bring back. Who's gonna care about Seth Rollins?
Daniel Bryan and Jeff Hardy are gonna be on walkers by next year at this point. You know, so what are they gonna do?
Who are they gonna bring out?
Daniel Hardy.
Like who?
Yeah, Daniel Hardy.
Any of this roster comes out for the most part, people are just gonna be like, oh, like whatever. Like think of the fizzle, even how Stone Cold a little bit in The Rock and how their stuff has kind of come down a little bit. But like imagine like Seth Rollins comes back in like 8 years, or 15 years from now or something. It's like, what are people really gonna be like? Oh my God, there's gonna be no audience like that even knows who the fuck they are.
Chris Jericho looking like Ric Flair, like full gray, long, silver hair, and
he won't even. Oh my God, he won't even.
Super chat.
Nobody will know who he is.
Chat.
Did you see the TV deals XFL got? Fuck Vince.
No, I did not. I mean, I saw all the places they signed. That we saw that, but I didn't read the specific deals yet. So I have to do that.
Shut up.
Shut up. Vincent Kennedy McMahon, thank you for the $5 on Dolly Peasy. Thank you for that, and Movado as well. King Cullen and Diverse before that.
Well, I figured
I was just too excited about the NXT announcement. What was that, Matt?
Yeah, I kind of figured the one of the announcements for the XFL was Fox. That one was kind of a given.
Fox was going to be a given, but ESPN, ABC, and the fact that they'll do it, at prime time, all this shit. I mean, they got some really, sweet deals. So I don't see details for like numbers really. I just see kickoff is February 8th, 2020.
Yeah, February 8th cannot get here faster.
I love the original XFL. I had the Demons jersey and shit. I really like the league. So I was like, more football? Fuck yeah. What can you not get behind? Then they involved too much of the wrestling aspect of it, and people got soured on it. Then they got really desperate for ratings, and they pulled all that stupid, like, go into the cheerleaders' locker room this week to see what happens, and, stuff like that. And they didn't need, intros from The Rock and The Undertaker. People just wanted to see wrestling stay wrestling and football be football, so.
See, I didn't watch the XFL, so I don't know what the fuck happened.
Yeah, it was I'm all for it, so.
What, they had JR call commentary too?
Yeah, they really ham-fisted the wrestling side of it into the football side. They added pyro and intros, and there was a lot of really cool idea. Like I liked the starting scrimmage where people had to fight for the possession of the ball, and they had some interesting rules. Other things were not too popular, and they kind of changed on the week-to-week basis. So.
Party.
Joe, I wanna meet you. You seem like a G raised fist dark skin tone, raised fist dark skin tone.
Hell yeah, man. Joe Jones, what up, man? Yeah, we would kill it, man. We'd set the bar on fire after we were done.
I mean, we could do something for NXT since I made plans for Money in the Bank, but those fell through, so.
Yeah, I mean, it's too bad.
Even Connor can go to that, too.
Yeah, that's why I haven't talked to him yet, but I'm sure he'll be all for it.
Man, he will hook up with you, too.
Hey, Joe, what's your thought on Triple H liking a tweet about Vince McMahon and unliking it 3 minutes later?
That is weird, but funny.
It was funny.
He's ready to take over the fucking company. He wants Vince to die or something.
He's like, oh shit, I agree with that. Vince is an asshole. Oh wait, I can't like this publicly. That wasn't my throwaway account.
Yeah, that's kind of funny.
Yeah, so we get Samoa Joe and Rey Mysterio for the U.S. title at Money in the Bank now. We'll also get Kevin Owens and, we'll see him and Kofi. Money in the Bank is stacking up to be a really good show. The more I see it on paper, the actual match card, the more I'm excited about it.
Yeah, but will it be a good show? Is the question.
That's the thing. I mean, it depends on how far they want to go with it, and if they really
the men's ladder match
titles
should be good.
Yeah, the women's
AJ Seth,
I think might be a botch fest. I just have a bad feeling that the women's Money in the Bank is going to be sloppy.
If anything, Ember Moon and Bailey could probably somehow make up for it.
Oh, I think they'll have big spots themselves with somebody else, but I sadly hate to admit, but I don't have a lot of faith in Naomi or Dana Brooke or even Alexa Bliss at this point. So,
and they might add the women's titles with the women's tag titles with the Iconics versus Kairi Sane and Asuka.
Yeah, that might be thrown on there as well. But there's a lot going on already, so we'll see.
Right.
There's a lot of matches already. You got 2 women's title matches. You got the 2 Money in the Bank matches. The 2 main championships. We don't know. We have the cage match, with Shane and Miz. So there's a lot going on there. Excuse me. Keep losing my voice. I'm sorry.
Hey, what's people's thoughts about the Extreme Rules pay-per-view being in Philadelphia?
I could turn deadly quick.
I know. I saw that. I'm like, yeah, that's not a good idea.
That could really turn against them quick.
Oh, God.
And that's the thing. Like, there's some of the shows I've been to Bridgeport, especially back in the day. Those were real raucous crowds. And, I mean, like I said, the go-home show for WrestleMania 20, one of my best wrestling memories in person ever. Just such an amazing show. And the crowd made that so special. So I imagine they'll do a really nice job for TakeOver 25.
Was that the show where Kane did the casket thing with Taker?
Yeah, and that was also when The Rock did This Is Your Life for Mick Foley in return.
Oh, yeah.
Most of that was amazing off the air. That was the problem with that. Like, when we got home, people were like, oh, it was okay. And I watched it back because I had taped it while I was away at the show. And they did so much off the air, and after Raw had ended with that segment, that was so amazing that people, obviously, unless WWE releases it, will never see.
I mean, they may do that on it's probably on the network somewhere.
Maybe. I've never seen any of it because because Evolution came out, they kicked the crap out of everybody, and then after that, The Rock and Mick, they do this whole singing routine, and there was so much more to it. It was awesome.
Like, I have a very good memory of WrestleMania 20 because it's like near and dear to my heart. It's like that was the one time of the year where pretty much every member of my family was in the same room with us watching that show.
Oh, that's cool. So
then there's a sour moment to it because the very next day my grandma passed away.
Yeah, man.
So,
it's something you hold with you.
Yeah. So that was the one time my whole family got to watch WrestleMania with me. So that was cool.
Jesus.
So at least you got that to look forward. I mean, my grandmother took me to that Raw, and she went nuts for The Rock. I mean, absolutely ape shit. So,
well, I mean, I think everyone goes nuts for The Rock.
Well, Matt, I'm gonna let you go, man. I'm gonna wrap up pretty quickly because it's just I gotta get I gotta pass the hell out. I'm gonna die.
Yeah, you need to get some sleep. You should just stay asleep.
I know, but I don't know, man. I was like, no.
Hopefully, SmackDown's like. Probably not.
SmackDown SmackDown's going to be a mess tomorrow after this.
Though, since they showed 5 or 4, how many fucking people show up from SmackDown night? Who from Raw do you think is going to show up tomorrow night?
Probably Seth, AJ, and
maybe
Braun.
Yeah,
but why would Braun show up on SmackDown for?
Why not?
Why would
I'm trying to think of like ratings wise who they would bring. Because they did this just for ratings. None of it made sense. So
yeah, good point.
Maybe I mean Vince will be there, so there's him. To see what he don't count, but I mean he'll be there. I mean, dude, this is just a mess. I mean, thank you, Matt. Appreciate it, man. To be like, 3 people can show up on any time, and we'll have a wild card, this and that. Like, it was just like, oh my Christ, you have to be joking. Like, it's already so convoluted and confusing, and the brand split and the shakeups. And the this and the that and the these things. And it's just ridiculous. Oh, God.
Yeah, it really is perplexing, in the sense of like, there's no real rule to it. They're just gonna change themselves. Is it only once in a while? Is it every week? Does it remove the brand split in sense like, can champions go over constantly and defend on the other show? And what if the titles are won there? Like, there's so many questions, like you said. So It had an exciting premise to it, but when you know the real reason as to why, there just wasn't anything of value from it. That was the problem with the night. It was all recaps and do-overs and, rematches, and every story else was regurgitated. And they made fun of the Revival, and they threw Sami Zayn into a dumpster. Luckily enough, I mean, even Roman's match was decent for the wrestling itself.
Yeah,
that wasn't bad. I do give them credit for that much. And Kofi's match with Daniel Bryan was really good, and I was pleased that Kofi got the clean victory. So, it's a forgettable night, but at least they didn't have anybody come out and fuck up the match. They let Daniel Bryan get his, shoulders on the mat. Bryan didn't really sell the Trouble in Paradise kick much, but still, at least it was a good match. And I wish they didn't give 20 friggin' minutes to Seth and AJ taking on Lashley and Corbin.
Yeah.
I'd give tonight a 3.5.
Yeah, I was agreeing with the 4 earlier, so I'll just be at that. 4, 2, 1. It's all shit. It's all garbage shit.
Yeah, it is. Well, at least we got NXT to look forward to. There's a lot of good things on the NXT card. Velveteen Dream going to be taking on, Tyler Breeze, Adam Cole going against Gargano. There's a lot that's worthwhile for the 25th anniversary. Let's just see if SmackDown's any better tomorrow. Hopefully. I doubt it, but hopefully. Trying to see what the chat said for their rating. Everyone kind of pretty much agrees for the most part earlier, so sadly, just not a good night.
I don't know. I'm so dead. I almost fucking died right now. I died in your arms tonight. Let me wrap this up because I am gonna die.
Alrighty, go feel better, get some sleep. I'm passing out myself. Jake, and we'll see you tomorrow for SmackDown.
Thanks, man, for hanging around, not knowing what the hell I was doing for 20 minutes.
No worries.
I want to ramrod you.
Bring it, baby. Always need that good dick, and it'll clear my throat up. Everybody, stay sexy. Have a good night.
Goodbye, man. I'm probably gonna have a lot of videos out tomorrow, guys. There's so much weird news going on right now that we could have picked up on tonight. But I've got to do some things, and this is just crazy. I'm having crazy stuff going on in my place right now, on top of the fact that I'm dead. And I just want to say thank you, guys. Thanks to everybody who became a patron on Patreon. I'm going to have content coming out this week. And I will see you tomorrow for the SmackDown review, but I will have a lot of videos coming out during the day, so check my channel, check everything here. There's some interesting stuff going on.
Super chat. Rather watch a Deba porn than Raw.
Hey, man, I don't blame you, man. That thing starts clapping, things start happening, and you start going to town, man. All right? It's fucking amazing. Anyway, thank you guys so much, and I will see you later. But before we go, here's the new song, Andale Beezy. Motherfucker. You can see him on YouTube. Andale Pizzi. Yeah, that's my Saturday.
Hunter. Like, be low. You heard? Yeah. Yeah.
Super chat. Super chat.
Thumbs up the video before you guys leave.
Others blow it in the air until they lung collapses. He quits and then relapses. Proceeds to go and grab his pistol under the mattress. Points to his head and bang. Cocaine, more pain, trying to numb your whole brain. Unsane, caught up in the wrong side of the dope game. Walk around scheming, a fiend for that satisfaction. Annoyed that your soul destroyed, paranoid and you can't relax. And withdraw, scratching yourself cause your skin crossed. Pissed off, family tells you to get lost. And you're exhausted, need a fix, but at what cost? You stay sourced, ain't pay the rent so you get tossed. Trying to hold on to hope but you're holding on to a pipe. Say that this is your last, said that the other night. Now you're out of control alone and you haven't realized the damage you caused to all those involved. That you're left with now is a habit, you're an addict. Believe it, kid, you're an addict. Chasing a euphoric feeling, your breathing's harder to manage. You're panicking about this damn addiction you're battling. One day you'll overdose and they'll find you stiff as a mannequin. Reconnect with your dad again, telling that man how bad it's been. He says no pun intended, you can stay in the attic, son. The problem is that your father's also a user. He drank through your childhood, growing up he was so abusive. Your mother died, you were young, you were bound to grow up and lose it. Empty hole in your heart, trying to fill it, you started using anything you can have for some temporary amusement. The LSD and the shrooms gave you psychedelic illusions. He's been to hell and back and he's had a chat with the devil. In fact, he sat with him happily. Sadly, he had to settle for the life he chose. Addiction that gradually reached a level. The point of no return, I guess he ain't learned cause he settled for those dopamine rushes with every drug that he touches. Every dollar he gets, he just goes and cops by the bunches. Fuck eating lunch or dinner, he'd rather go through the hunger than go call up his dealer and he ain't getting no younger. Now that ain't your shadow, that's the reaper. Just a matter of time before he does come and delete ya. You used to play the game, but now you watch it from the bleachers. So before you kill yourself, hey yo, my dude, it's nice to meet you. Guess I see you, nigga. And some enjoy to take it riding through their nasal passage. Others blow it in the air until they lung collapses. He quits and then relapses. Proceeds to go and grab his pistol under the mattress. Points to his head and bang.